Hello and welcome. It's me. It's me. Radio Smith, live in the Forbidden Library. Sorry, I was taking a moment to make sure mic's working, because you know what I'm like. More times than I would count, I have arrived, introed, and been silenced by technology. But not today. Not today. Hello, everyone. Hello, Nibby. Hello, Noko-chan. Hello, Noble-Size Phantom. Hello, Rahel. Hello, Any Lockers. Hello, Any Borders. Welcome to more reading of The Legends of King Arthur and His Knights. I missed last stream. I haven't heard your voice in 1,000 years. Well, it was Limbus last stream, yes. We did a lot of fighting as per Limbus, and oh yeah, we got to see the Wild Hunt. We got to see the Wild Hunt that is Heathcliff just wanting to kill himself again. Heathcliff came back! Actually, that happened twice, technically, in that stream. Spoilers if you didn't watch that stream. But Heathcliff came back twice. I love the clusterfuck that is that game at the moment. Heathcliff, meet Heathcliff. Meet Heathcliff, 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 Heathcliff. Heathy indeed. But we're not here for Heathy today. We're here for God's favourite boy. Also, do you like my world at the moment? We've got a fireplace. Remember when we used to have a fireplace? But now we kind of stream in space, so we don't need it. Wait a minute, I just realized we have these particles flying around. And we don't need them. I put them on for last time because VR chat was dead. But it's not dead today. Today's world is brought to you by Aaron Moonfang. It's called Bonfire Festival. I'm not setting you on fire, but if you do misbehave, you will be going in the fire, just so you're aware. Gotta be good. Anyone who gets banned or timed out, that's the fuel for the fire. So be careful. Be on your best behavior. Have you read anything? That's true. I probably should. I keep putting it off until I've read an actual book. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 comic books I can put on the spreadsheet. And you are right, we probably should do that. I've been procrastinating the spreadsheet. Just like anyone who does things with numbers. It's in front of me! We are a little bit opposite today just because of that. Because of how the seating arrangements were in this world. Not that you could see the seat after I did all that. So how many did I say there was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 347. I'm nearly finished a book. I actually, technically is my I'm reading a second, 3 books kind of at the moment. Read 2. I started 1 book, and it was about gay Chinese zombies, and I just didn't like it. It didn't vibe with me very well. Let me sort these out. So I kind of dropped that book. And now I'm reading the last case book, which, you know, I just finished the audiobook, second audiobook for, so I probably should finish that series. Ghost Pepper! Which is a comic issue I've been reading for a while, so I read 7 and 8. As opposed to 8. Well, it's not very ace. They start nearly boning almost straight away, and that's kind of what put me off. I wanted a bit of time for the zombies to get to know each other before they boned down, but no. They just kind of started wanting to bone down real fast. And I'll read some dirty stuff. Yeah, we're all allowed, but I like a bit of feelings. I want things to I want a bit of a relationship before that happens. So that's why that one didn't agree with me. Coffin for 2 was not for me. Exciting news. The Seasons is back. The Seasons. Issue 9. A sort of Tintin style adventure where Spring Seasons has to deal with her terrible other 3 siblings that are Autumn, Winter, and Summer. And they had, in the first sort of season, they had to deal with some carnival coming in, and they had these mirrors that when you looked into them, you saw everything you ever wanted, so you never looked away from the mirror. Also, these are not novels. I just got... This is comic issues. And in this one... Well, I can't tell you what happened in this one, because then I have to spoil the ending of the last one. But it's back, and I'm excited about it. That's all you should know. Zombies these days just want to get burning right from the start. Like, you're already dead. You have a whole life ahead of you. What do you want to... Exactly! Exactly! Have a little relationship. Have a good time. Don't just go straight down to it. Get to know each other first. 2026. 2026. So that's that one. Supernatural. Yeah, I've been reading the Supernatural comic book series. Supernatural issue 4 and Supernatural Valentine's Day special, which is funny because the characters like Sam and Dean they do look like Sam and Dean, but they don't look like Sam and Dean at the same time. It's a bit of a weird uncanny valley when they do TV show comic books. But it also means they can go so much more balls to the wall as more than they do in like the TV shows, because obviously we don't need budget in drawings. So in the Valentine's Day special, they get to help like the Hindu god of love do stuff, and she gets to be like full goddess form. And in the next, I have the next issue. I also have the first issue of Baby Garfield, apparently, which I did not ask for, but my fiance got me anyway as a treat because he's the best. It's very cute. Haven't read it yet. I'm actually not gonna put who did them because there's so many names and they change every goddamn book. So I'm just gonna say, look at it. Look it. Because, good lord, there's so many names. I have a stream to do. 2026, 2026, 2026. Series. Well, actually, no, this was technically a standalone. Technically. Then we got some Nightmare Before Christmas. How did I write this one down before? The Shiver of Christmas Town. That's how I wrote it down. And that's issue 2. I'm just gonna copy and paste because this is definitely the same artists again. Consistent artists. I like consistent artists. It doesn't confuse my brain. I do not like it when a comic book series swaps art styles between issues or between pages sometimes. I'm just like, who are you? Why am I... This isn't the comic I picked up. Identity issues. And one of my favorites at the moment, Mary Sue. Issue 5. It is having so much fun with fandom stuff in Mary Sue. Like, if you're someone who grew up reading fanfiction and making OCs and stuff, it's like one of the most relatable comics you could ever read. It's terrible. I'm called out everyone. But here we are. So that's a 347, which makes 10,000 take 347, 9,653 to go. That's a lot. It's fine. 6,653. Probably could have worked it out without the calculator. That was a nice round number, but you know. I have a habit of getting my maths wrong. Anyway, shall we do the thing? Yeah, let's do the reading. Let's see what God's special boy is up to today. At the year's end, the king fell sick and felt that he should die. I'm sick. Maybe I should die. I know that's not what it means. That's what it sounds like. Then sent he for the 3 knights, and when they came before him, prayed their mercy for his trespasses against them. So they forgave him gladly, and anon he died. I love this. Based, I wish more kings would fill up. I'm trying to remember who this is, because that's not Arthur they're talking about, because there's so many bloody kings in this. Then the chief man of the city took counsel together who should be king in his stead, and as they talked, a voice cried in their midst, "Choose ye the youngest of the 3 knights, King Estibidibidibir, cast into prison for your king." At that they sought Sir Galahad and made him king, because he's God's special boy. He's King Galahad now. But he will not be king. With the assent of all the city, and else they would have slain him. What? Hey, would you be king? Otherwise we're gonna put you in the dungeon. Okay, I guess. But within a 12-month came to him upon a certain day, as he prayed before the Sangreal, a man. Oh yeah, because they found the Grail now, and now they're just like haughty-taughtying it about. I have no idea, and that's not what haughty-taughty means either. I don't. A man in likeness of a bishop, with a great company of angels round about him, who offered mass, and afterwards called Sir Galahad. "Come forth, thou servant of the Lord, for the time hath come thou hast desired so long." Then Sir Galahad lifted up his hands and prayed, Now blessed Lord, would I no longer live, if it might please thee." I have no idea what's going on. But we've only got 81% of this book, and I'm determined to get to the end. So we will do it, and then we'll add that to the spreadsheet as well. I don't know if we'll do it today, but I'm going to try my hardest. 1 or 2 more... oh, God, that means I've got to decide the next thing. Where's the to-read list that I had? Oh, don't tell me I deleted it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Where was that to-read list we made ages ago? There's book rec, which I don't think is the right one. To read. Ah, there it is. It's massive. But it's there. So yeah, we'll have to get this out at the end once we've finished reading and have a think about what we want next. Found the Holy Grail, turned it into a gravy boat. Holy gravy. Anon. Yes, you're the reason it's on there, I believe. Normal size phantom. Anon the bishop gave him the sacrament, and when he had received it, with unspeakable gladness, he said, "Who art thou, father?" "I am the famous Jojo of Amarathea," he answered, "whom our Lord hath sent to bear thee fellowship." When he heard that, Sir Galahad went to Sir Percival and Sir Bors, and kissed them, and commended them to God, saying, Salute for me Sir Lancelot, my father, and bid him remember this unstable world. Therewith he kneeled down and prayed, and suddenly his soul departed. Oh, so God's taking his special little boy back up to heaven. Okay. And a multitude of angels bear it up to heaven. Then came a hand from heaven, and took the vessel and the spear, and bare them out of sight. Since then was never a man so hardy as to say he had seen the Sangreal. And after all these things, Sir Percival put off his armour, and betook him to a hermitage, and within a little while passed out of this world. And Sir Bors, when he had buried him beside his sister, returned weeping sore for the loss of his two brethren to King Arthur at Camelot. God's baby boy is dead! I feel like I need to change the title of the stream. Or at least the Twitch one. Because I did say that we were reading about God's favorite son, but we're not anymore. Reading about King Arthur. Well, reading about Lancelot, technically. He lads a lot. Done. Corrected. Sir Lancelot and the fair maiden Astolat. Astolat. Now we're reading about his other favourite son. His other favourite son that spent the entirety of the last chapter just being absolutely cock-teased by the Grail. And then just cock-blocked by, no, you are not worthy. Now after the quest for the Sangreal was fulfilled, and all the knights who were left alive were come again to the round table, and there was great joy in the court, and passing glad were King Arthur and Queen Guinevere to see Sir Lancelot and Sir Bors, for they had been long absent in that quest. That's how it is for the middle child. You're right, he is. He is God's favourite middle child. Because the first child was Arthur. And then the baby who got everything was Galahad. You had Arthur who had to fight for everything. Lancelot who got kind of ignored by God. And then Galahad who got absolutely fucking babied. It makes sense. And so greatly was Sir Lancelot's fame now spread abroad, that many ladies and damsels daily resorted to him, and besought him for their champion. And all right quarrels did he undertake, for the pleasure of our Lord Christ. And always, as much as he might, he withdrew him from the queen. He took the advice to try not to be around the queen so much. Wherefore Queen Guinevere, who counted him for her own knight, grew wroth with him. Oh no, she's mad at him. Do you not love me anymore, Lancelot? I do, but that is why I must avoid you, honey. You're too beautiful. I'm gonna make you cheat on your husband. Oh, Gwenny. And on a certain day she called him to her chamber, and said to the Sir Lancelot, I daily see thy loyalty to me doth slack, for ever thou art absent from this court, and takest other ladies' quarrels on thee more than ever thou wert wont. Now do I understand thee, false knight, and therefore shall I never trust thee more. Depart now from my sight, and come no more within this court upon pain of thy head. With that she turned from him, and would hear no excuses. So Sir Lancelot departed in the heaviest of heart, and calling Sir Bors, Sir Ector, and Sir Lionel, he told them how the queen had dealt with him. Fair sir, replied Sir Bors, remember what honour ye have in this country, and how ye are called the noblest knight in the world, especially now Galahad is dead, because now there's no competition. Wherefore, go not, for women are hasty, and do often what they saw repent afterwards. She's just hysterical, Lancelot, it's fine. That's women for you, it's just women. God, women. And do often what they saw repent afterwards. Be ruled by my advice. Take horse and ride to the Hampshires beside Windsor, and there abide till I send ye better tidings. To that Sir Lancelot consented, and departed with a sorrowful countenance. It's okay, Lancelot. It's not your fault the Queen donnerwalled you. Now when the Queen heard of his leaving, she was inwardly sorry, but made no show of grief, bearing a proud visage outwardly. And on a certain day she made a costly banquet to all the knights of the Round Table, to show she had as great joy in all the others as in Sir Lancelot. And at the banquet were Sir Gawain and his brothers, Sir Agravaine, Sir Gaheris, and Sir Yowie Hands, and also Sir Mordred, Sir Bors, Sir Blagmore, Sir Blibliblible, Sir Ector, Sir Lionel, Sir Palamedes, Sir Madder de la Porte, and his own cousin, Sir Patrice. One second, I gotta do a thing. Ban, 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 ban. Oh look, there's a bot in the Twitch chat that can go straight into the bonfire! Sir Jimmy, Sir Patrice, a knight of Ireland, and Sir Pinnell le Savage, and many more. Now Sir Pinnell hated Sir Gawain, because he had slain one of his kinsmen by treason, and Sir Gawain had a great love for all kinds of fruit, which, when Sir Pinnell knew, he poisoned certain apples that were set upon the table, with intent to slay him. And so it chanced, as they ate that and made merry, Sir Patrice, who sat next to Sir Gawain, took one of the poisoned apples and ate it. Rip to Sir Patrice, we hardly knew ye. And when he had eaten, he suddenly swelled up and fell down dead. Sorry, Sir Patrice, someone had to do it. And at that, every knight leapt from the board, ashamed and enraged nigh out of their wits, for they knew not what to say. Yet seeing that the Queen had made the banquet, they all had suspicion of her. Oh no, this isn't Gwenny's fault. She's just trying to get over her ex. Come on. My lady the Queen, said Sir Gawain, I wit well this fruit was meant for me, for all men know my love of it, and now had I been nearly slain, wherefore I fear me ye will be ashamed. This shall not end so, cries Sir Madder de la Porte. Now have I lost a noble knight in my own blood, and for this despite and shame, I will be revenged to the utmost. Can't believe the knights are going to use Twitter to cancel the Queen. They are! Sir Miku. Then he challenged Queen Guinevere concerning the death of his cousin, but she stood still, sore abashed, and anon with her sorrow and dread she swooned. Oh my. I'm starting to understand that swooned means passed out. At the noise and sudden cry came in King Arthur, and to him appeals Sir Mador, and impeached the Queen. Wait, impeached the Queen? Fair lord, said he, full sorely I am troubled at this matter, for I must be rightful judge, and therein it repenteth me I may not do battle for my wife, For, as I deem, this deed was none of hers. But I suppose she will not lack a champion, and some good knight, surely, will put his body in jeopardy to save her. Someone's body, you say? Someone will put their body in somewhere. For her. Lancelot! But all who had been bidden to the banquet said they could not hold the queen excused, or be her champions, for she had made the feast, and either by herself or servants must it have come. Alas, said the queen, I made this dinner for a good intent, and no evil, so God help me in my need. Lancelot! My lord the king, said Sir Madden, I require you heartily, as you be a righteous king. Give me a day when I have justice. Well, said the king, I give ye this day 15 days, when ye shall be ready and armed in the meadow besides Westminster. And if there be a knight to fight with you, God speed the right, and if not, then must my queen be burned. Burned, you say? We're ready for it. Burn the witch! Burn the queen! When the king and queen were alone together, he asked her how this case befell. I wot not how, in what manner, answered she. Or where is Sir Lancelot? Asked King Arthur, for he would not grudge to do battle for thee. Sir, said she, I cannot tell you, but all his kinsmen deem he is not in this realm. These be sad tidings, said the king. I counsel ye to find Sir Bors, and pray him for Sir Lancelot's sake to do this battle for you. So the queen departed and sent for Sir Bors to her chamber, and besought his succour. Madam, you hurt my bro, and as they say, bros before hoes. Madam, said he, what would ye have me do? For I may not with my honour take this matter on me, for I was at the same dinner, and all the other knights would have me ever in suspicion. Now do ye miss Sir Lancelot, for he would not have failed you in right, nor yet in wrong, as he hath oft proved. But now ye have driven him from the country, even though he's like two minutes down the road. Alas, fair knight, said the queen, I put me wholly at your mercy, and all that is done amiss I will amend as ye will counsel me. And therewithin she kneeled down upon both her knees before Sir Bors, and beseeched him to have mercy on her. Anon came in King Arthur also, and prayed him of this courtesy, to help her, saying, I require you for the love of Lancelot. I require you because I know my Lancelot likes my wife. It's very obvious. In fact, I'm not even mad about it. My lord, said he, ye require the greatest thing of me that any man can ask. For if I do this battle for the queen, I shall anger all my fellows of the Round Table. Nevertheless, for my lord Sir Lancelot's sake, and for yours, I will that day be the queen's champion, unless there chance to come a better knight than I to do battle for her. Boss be like, I'm gonna go send that letter, and he's gonna come, and he's gonna fight for his queen. It's all according to Keikaku. And this he promised on his faith. And then were the king and queen passing glad, and thanked him heartily, and so departed. But Sir Bors rode in secret to the hermitage where Sir Lancelot was, and told him all these tidings. It has chanced as I would have it, said Sir Lancelot. Yet make ye ready for the battle, But tarry ye see me come. Sir, said Sir Bors, doubt not, but ye shall have your will. But many of the knights were greatly wroth with him when they heard he was to be the queen's champion, for there were few in the court, but deemed her guilty. Then said Sir Bors, wit ye well, fair lords, it were a shame to us all to suffer so fair and noble a lady to be burnt for lack of a champion. For ever hath she proved herself a lover of good knights. A lover of one good knight. Wherefore, I doubt not, she is guiltless of this treason. At that some were pleased, but others rested, passing wrath. And when the day was come, the king and queen and all the knights went to the meadow beside Westminster, where the battle should be fought. Then the queen was put in ward, and a great fire was made round the iron stake, where she must be burned if Sir Madder won the day. Oh, so they're like preparing her for this. She's already on a stake in the middle of a bonfire, ready to go. So when the heralds blew, Sir Madder rode forth, and took oath that Queen Guinevere was guilty of Sir Patrice's death, and his oath he would prove with his body against any who would say the contrary. Then came forth Sir Bors, and said, Queen Guinevere is in the right, and that I will prove with my hands. I will throw hands. See, now imagine like court dramas, and I mean like law court dramas in TV, if this was how they did court. Battles to the death! Dang, they roasted people back in the day. Literally roasted. Yeah, this is the roasting of Queen Guinevere. Literally. But with that, they both departed to their tents to make ready for the battle. But Sir Bors tarried long, hoping Sir Lancelot would come, till Sir Madder cried out to King Arthur, Bid thy champion come forth, unless he dare not. Law and Order would be so much funny. Even more now. Yes! And they'd be getting champions and murdering each other. It'd be great. Then was Sir Bors ashamed, and took his horse and rode to the end of the lists. But ere he could meet Sir Madder, he was ware of a knight upon a white horse, armed at all points, with a strange shield, who rode to him and said, I pray you withdraw from this quarrel, for it is mine, and I have ridden far to fight in it. Thereat Sir Bors rode to King Arthur and told him that another knight would come and do battle for the queen. Who is he? Said King Arthur. Totally not Lancelot, I pray not tell you, said Sir Bors, but he made a covenant with me to be here today, wherefore I am discharged. Then the king called that knight, and asked him if he would fight for the queen. Therefore came I hither, Sir King, answered he, but let us tarry no longer, for anon I have other matters to do. But wit ye well, said he to the knights of the Round Table, it is shame to ye for such a courteous queen to suffer this dishonour. People be like, what's the matter? And he's like, not much, happy. And all men marvelled who this knight might be, for none knew him save Sir Bors. Then Sir Madder and the knight rode to either end of the lists, and crouching their spears, ran one against the other with all their might, and Sir Madder's spear broke short, but the strange knight bore both him and his horse down to the ground. Then lightly they leaped from their saddles and drew their swords, and so came eagerly to the battle, and either gave the other many sad strokes and sore and deep wounds. Oh lordy. Thus, I did not realize how poignant this bonfire would be. Thus they fought nigh an hour, for Sir Mador was full strong and valiant knight. But at last the strange knight smote him to the earth, and gave him such a buffet on the helm as well nigh killed him. Then did Sir Mador yield, and prayed for his life. I will but grant it thee, said the strange knight, if thou wilt release the queen from this quarrel for ever, and promise that no mention shall be made upon Sir Patrice's tomb that ever she consented to that treason. All of this shall be done, said Sir Mador. Then the knights parted, took up Sir Mador, and led him to his tent. And the other knight went straight to the stair foot of King Arthur's throne, and by that time the queen come to the king again, and kissed him lovingly. Then both the king and she stooped down and thanked the knight, and prayed him to put off his helm and rest, and take a cup of wine. And when he put off his helm to drink, all people saw it was Sir Lancelot. But when the queen beheld him, she sank almost to the ground, weeping for sorrow and for joy, that he had done her such great goodness, when she had shown him such unkindness. Then the knights of his blood gathered round him, and there was great joy and mirth in the court. And Sir Mador and Sir Lancelot were soon healed of their wounds, and not long after came the Lady of the Lake to the court, and told all there by her enchantments how Sir Pinel, and not the queen, was guilty of Sir Patrice's death. I love that because we don't have Merlin, whenever they need like a magic person around, like the Lady of the Lake turns up, she's like, hello, I need to fill in for a certain tree man. Whereat the queen was held excused of all men, and Sir Pinel fled the country. Jeez, Lady of the Lake showed up a bit late. She does show up a little late. Lake's always moving, she can't always get there on time. This is why we didn't rely on her at the start. And we had Merlin. But then Merlin got sweet-talked into becoming a tree. So. A bit lake in it. You mean lake, right? My tea was getting very cold. I needed a very drink. And now it is done. And now I want more, but I can't. Sad times. Anyway. So, Sir Patrice was buried in the church of Winchester, and it was written on his tomb that Sir Pinel slew him with a poisonous apple in error for Sir Gawain. Why would you put that on your tomb? Why did they go like a beloved sibling? But no, dude was taken out by an apple meant for Sir Gawain. Dude was collateral damage. Did not die in battle, died in food. Then, through Sir Lancelot's favour, the queen was reconciled to Sir Mador, and all was forgiven. Now 15 days before the feast of the Assumption of Our Lady, the king proclaimed a tourney to be held that feast day at Camelot, whereat himself and the King of Scotland would joust with all who should come against them. So hither went the King of North Wales, and King Anguish of Ireland, and Sir Galahad, the noble prince, and many other nobles of diverse countries. Of diverse countries. I think it means like diverse. Bro did nothing wrong. Died anyway. Correct. That is what is on his tomb. And King Arthur made ready to go, and would have had the queen go with him. But she said she was sick. Oh, I'm so sick. Hello, Dread Excalibur, welcome. Sir Lancelot also made excuses, saying he was not yet whole from his wounds. Oh my, oh no, please leave us together, good king. I will look after your wife while I recover. While you're away doing tourney things. Nothing bad will happen if you leave the two of them together. At that the king was passing heavy and grieved, and so departed alone toward Camelot. And by the way he lodged in a town called Astolat, and lay at that night in the castle. As soon as he had gone, they're like watching his horse like walk away in his carriage and whatever, and then just like, this night I will rest, and tomorrow, bedtimes, I will make my way to Camelot. I thought he was gonna turn to her and go like, so, bone? For at these jousts I will be against the king and his fellowship. Ye may do as ye list, said Queen Guinevere, but by my counsel ye will not be against the king, for in his company are many hardy knights, as ye well know. Madame, said Sir Lancelot, I pray ye be not displeased with me, for I will take the adventure that God may send me. And on the morrow he went to the church, and heard mass, and took leave of his queen. Oh, it didn't happen. It didn't happen yet. Yet. For I will take the adventure of the goddess and beer, and took leave of the queen, and so departed. And then he rode long till he came to Astolat, and there lodged at the castle of an old baron called Sir Bernard of Astolat, which was near the castle where King Arthur lodged. As Sir Lancelot entered, the king espied him, and knew him. Then said he to the knights, I have just seen a knight who will fight full well at the jousts towards which we go. Who is it? Asked they. As yet ye shall not know, he answered, smiling. When Sir Lancelot was in his chamber at arming, the old baron came to him, saluting him, though as yet he knew not who he was. Now Sir Bernard had a daughter passing beautiful, and called the Fair Maid of Astolat. And when she saw Sir Lancelot, she loved him from that instant with her whole heart, and could not stay from gazing on him. On the morrow Sir Lancelot asked the old baron to lend him a strange shield. For, said he, I would be unknown. Sir, said his host, ye shall have your desire, for here is the shield of my eldest son, Sir Tor, who was hurt the day he was made knight, so that he cannot ride, and his shield therefore is not known. And if it please you, my youngest son, Sir Lavaine, shall ride with you to the jousts, for he is of his age full strong and mighty, and I deem him ye be a noble knight. Before I pray ye tell me your name. Hello, Master, welcome. It is me. As to that, said Sir Lancelot, ye must hold me excused at this time. But if I speed well at the jousts, I will come again and tell you. But in any wise, let me have your son, Sir Lavaine, with me, and lend me his brother's shields. I'll use your wonderful voice to fall asleep. I am honoured to be your lullaby for this evening. I hope you get a wonderful sleep. And then ere they departed, and came Elaine, the baron's daughter, and said to Sir Lancelot, I pray thee, gentle knight, to wear my token at tomorrow's tourney. If I should grant you that, fair damsel, said he, ye might say that I did more for you than ever I have done for a lady or damsel. Bitch, you ain't special. Then he besought him that if he granted her request, he would be more disguised. He would be. I think that's supposed to be. Then she besought him that if he granted her request, he would be more disguised, for never had he worn a lady's token. So anon he said, Fair damsel, I will wear thy token on my helmet, if thou wilt show it to me. Thereat was she passing glad, and brought him a scarlet sleeve embroidered with pearls, which Sir Launcelot took, and put upon his helm. Then he prayed to her to keep his shield for him until he came again, and taking Sir Tor's shield instead, rode forth with Sir Lavaine towards Camelot. On the morrow, hello, Doppel, pray forgive my tardiness this day, as I was deeply engrossed in burnishing and revision of my own narrative. Ooh, fun! Editing! I say fun, I hate editing. First few rounds of editing is fine, then you get sick of what you wrote, and books are not designed to be read as many times as you need to edit. On the morrow the trumpets blew for the tourney, and there was a great press of dukes and earls and barons and many noble knights. And King Arthur sat in a gallery to behold who did the best. So the King of Scotland and his knights, and King Anguish of Ireland, rode forth on King Arthur's side, and against them came the King of North Wales, and the King of 100 Knights, and the King of Northumberland, and the noble Prince Sir Galahad. But Sir Launcelot and Sir Lavaine rode into a little wood behind the party, which was against King Arthur, to watch which side should prove the weakest. Then was there a strong fight between two parties, for the King of 100 Knights smote down the King of Scotland, and Sir Palomides, who was on King Arthur's side, overthrew Sir Galahad. Then came 15 knights of the Round Table, and beat back the kings of Northumberland and North Wales with their knights. Now, said Sir Launcelot to Sir Lavaine, if ye will help me, ye shall see yonder fellowship go back as far as they came. Sir, said Sir Lavaine, I will do that. Perchance 3 hours doth suffice for labour this day. I shall now earn my repose and reward myself by attending your tale with eyes shut. Ah, 2 people are going to have a nice nap to my stream. Like I said, I am honoured to be your lullaby for this evening. I do hope you have a good rest. Then they rode together into the thickest of the press, and there with one spear Sir Launcelot smote down 5 knights of the Round Table, one after the other, and Sir Lavaine overthrew 2, and taking another spear for his own was broken, Sir Launcelot smote down 4 more knights, and Sir Lavaine a 5th. Then, drawing his sword, Sir Launcelot fought fiercely on the right hand and the left, and unhorsed Sir Sapphire, Sir Epongris, Sir Galaron, and that the knights of the Round Table withdrew themselves as well as they were able. Now mercy, said Sir Gawaine, who sat by King Arthur, what knight is that who doth such marvellous deeds of arms? I should deem him by his force to be Sir Launcelot, but that he wears a lady's token on his helm, as never Sir Launcelot doth. What do you mean? Lancelot's ace, right? He doesn't do that. He just has one lady in his heart. Only one lady enters the gal. It's actually a little... Even if it's a little, you know, cheaty, it's a little romantic. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let him be, said King Arthur. He will be better known, and do more ere he depart. Thus the party against King Arthur prospered at this time, and his knights were sore ashamed. Then Sir Bors, Sir Ector, and Sir Lionel called together the knights of their blood, 9 in number, and agreed to join together in one band against the 2 strange knights. So they encountered Sir Lancelot all at once, and by main force smote his horse to the ground. And by misfortune Sir Bors struck Sir Lancelot through the shield into the side, and the spear broke off and left the head in the wound. When Sir Lavaine saw that, he ran to the King of Scotland and struck him off his horse and brought it to Sir Lancelot. Oh shit, Lancelot's like dying. Excuse me while I take a king's horse. Grand Theft Horse. Grand Theft Equine. Yeah. And brought it to Sir Lancelot, and helped him to mount. Then Sir Lancelot bore Sir Bors and his horse to the ground. In like manner served Sir Ector and Sir Lionel, and turning upon 3 other knights, he smote them down also, while Sir Lavaine did many gallant deeds, but we don't care enough to write about them. But feeling himself now sorely wounded, Sir Lancelot drew his sword, and proffered to fight with Sir Bors, who by this time was mounted anew. And as they met, Sir Ector and Sir Lionel came also, and the swords of all 3 drave fiercely against him. When he felt their buffets, and his wounds that were so grievous, he determined to do all his best while he could yet endure, and smote Sir Bors a blow that bent his head down nearly to the ground, and raised his helmet off, and pulled him from his horse. Then rushing at Sir Ector and Sir Lionel, he smote them down, and might have slain all 3. But when he saw their faces, his heart forbade him. Leaving them, therefore, on the field, he hurled into the thickest of the press, and did such feats of arms as never were beheld before. And Sir Lavaine was with him through it all, and overthrew 10 knights. But Sir Lancelot smote down more than 30, and more of them knights of the Round Table. Then the king ordered the trumpets to blow for the end of the tourney, and the prize to be given by the heralds to the knight with the white shield, who bore the red sleeve. But ere Sir Lancelot was found by the heralds, and came the king of 100 knights, the king of North Wales, the king of Northumberland, and Sir Galahad, and said to him, Fair knight, God bless thee, for much have ye done this day for us. Wherefore we pray ye come with us, and receive honour and the prize, as ye have worshipfully deserved it all. Such feats of arms never seen before. I mean, back then it was just juggling. Never seen that juggling before, though. Grand Theft Equine 4GT6. My fair lords, said Sir Lancelot, wit ye well if I have deserved. I don't think we've ever had a tournament in this book that a knight has actually just been themselves for. Every single one, they've been in disguise for fun, mostly. For no good reason. Like this, no good reason for Lancelot to hide his face. He's just like, I just want to fight everyone. What if I just come in as a chaotic extra force and fight everyone? You pop off, Galahad. Galahad? No, nope, that's the other one. That's his son. Pop off, Lancelot. Pop off. Pop off, good sir. Hello, Ludwig. Welcome. Wait, are you the Ludwig I think you are? No. Yeah, I remembered a VTuber with that name, and I was like, is that you? No. Ba 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 ba. My fair lord, said Sir Lancelot, wit ye well if I have deserved thanks. I have sore bought them, for I am like never to escape with my life. Therefore I pray let me depart, for I am sore hurt. I take no thought of honour, for I had rather rest me than be lord of all the world. I just wanted to fight things. Fighting is fun. And there within he groaned piteously, and rode a great gallop away from them, which must hurt quite a lot with his wounds. I'm good, Ludwig, how are you? And Sir Lavaine rode after him, sad at heart, for the broken spear still stuck fast in Sir Lancelot's side, and the blood streamed sorely from the wound. Anon they came near a wood more than a mile from the lists, where he knew he could be hidden. Then said he to Sir Lavaine, O gentle knight, help me pull out this spearhead from my side, for the pain therefore nigh killeth me. Dear lord, said he, I fain would help ye, but I dread to draw it forth, lest he die from loss of blood. I charge you, as you love me, said Sir Lancelot, draw it out. Alright, I'm feeling very sick after eating a pizza and chicken. There you're given a sweet treat, a knife of blood. Oh no, you've eaten too much! Was it worth it though? Was it tasty? So they dismounted, and with a mighty wrench, Sir Lavaine drew the spear forth from Sir Lancelot's side, whereat he gave a marvellous great shriek and ghastly groan, and all his blood leapt forth in a full stream. Then he sank swooning to the earth, and a visage pale as death. Alas, cried Sir Lavaine, what shall I do now? It was immaculate. Worth it then. Worth a little bit of sickness. Sometimes food is worth a little bit of sickness afterwards. And then he turned his master's face towards the wind, and sat by him nigh half an hour, while he lay quiet as one dead. But at the last he lifted up his eyes, and said, I pray ye bear me on my horse again, and lead me to a hermit who dwelleth within 2 miles hence. For he was formerly a knight of Arthur's court, and now hath mighty skill in medicine and herbs. So, with great pain, Sir Lavaine got him to his horse, and led him to the hermitage within the woods, beside a stream. Then knocked he with his spear upon the door, and prayed to enter. At that a child came out, to whom he said, Fair child, pray the good man thy master to come hither, and let in a knight who is sore wounded. Anon came out the knight hermit, whose name was Sir Baldwin. I believe Sir Baldwin was mentioned in the first few chapters. Who asked, Who is this wounded knight? I know not, said Sir Lavaine, save that he is the noblest knight I have ever met, and hath done this day such marvellous deeds of arms against King Arthur, that he hath won the prize money of the tourney. Then the hermit gazed long on Sir Lancelot, and hardly knew him, so pale he was with bleeding. Yet, said he at last, Who art thou, lord? Sir Lancelot answered feebly, I am a stranger knight adventurous, who laboured through many realms to win worship. Why hidest thou thy name, dear lord, from me? Cried Sir Baldwin, for soon I know thee now to be the noblest knight in all the world, my lord Sir Lancelot de Lake, with whom I long had fellowship at the round table. Bro, I literally have had drinks with you. I know your goddamn face. Shut up. Stop trying to be mysterious. You're not. Since ye know me, fair sir, said he, I pray ye for Christ's sakes to help me. I'm bleeding out over here. All this talk of hermit gays. What about the hermit bis or the hermit trans? The hermit knights? The hermit maidens? Oh, we already know a hermit maiden. A hermit maiden has a go. Don't tell her I made that joke. No, tell her. Clip it. Clip it. Show her. Do it. I want to go very quickly before I carry on a BR. Beep, 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 beep. I have returned. Yes, you are right, Super Ray, given the medical at the time. Ah, no! I closed the book. I did it dumb. I thought that would just close the menu, but it closed the book. Yeah, bye. This is fine. Everything is okay. There we go. We got the book back. But thank you, Ludwig. I'm glad you like the music. I know, it's fine. It's fine. I just pressed some buttons that I shouldn't have pressed, but it's fine. Yeah, he might be better at bleeding out. Doubt not, replied he, that ye shall live and fare right well. Shut up. I will do it, Sir Lancelot, but I'm still mad that you tried to pretend you weren't Sir Lancelot, you dumbass. Then he staunched his wound and gave him strong medicines and cordials till he was refreshed from his faintness and came to himself again. Now, after jousting was done, King Arthur held a feast, and asked to see the knight with the red sleeve, that he might take the prize. So they told him how that knight had ridden from the field wounded nigh to death. "These be the worst tidings I have heard for many years," cried out the king. "I would not for my kingdom were he was slain." Then all the men asked, "Know ye him, lord?" Now Lancelot's high as a kite, but he feels better, so that's all that matters. "I may not tell ye this time." I just thought about the settings. I just want to play with the setting a minute. I had a thought. We have like a mouse tracker. Wow. I guess it's not too bad. I just felt like my mouth wasn't moving enough. I wanna talk more. No, there isn't anything I can adjust for that. Boo! Sorry, I got entirely bloody distracted then. "I may not tell ye at this time," said he, "but would to God we had good tidings of him." Then Sir Gawain prayed leave to go and seek that knight, which the king gladly gave him. So forthwith he mounted and rode many leagues round Camelot, but could hear no tidings. Abrupt shout in sooth. I'm sorry. Oh. I spilled a little bit of water, but luckily on nothing electrical or important, just on my mouse pad. It's fine. My apologies, Doppel. I forgot that some of you were trying to sleep. Within 2 days thereafter, King Arthur and his knights returned from Camelot. And Sir Gawain chanced to lodge at Astolat, in the house of Sir Bernard. And there came in the fair Elaine to him, and prayed him news of the tournament, and who won the prize. "A knight with a white shield," said he, "who bare a red sleeve in his helm, smote down all corners, and won the day." At that the visage of Elaine changed suddenly from white to red, and heartily she thanked Our Lady. Then said Sir Gawain, "Know ye that knight?" and urged her till she told him that it was her sleeve he wore. So Sir Gawain knew it was for love that she had given it, and when he heard she kept his proper shield, he prayed to see it. As soon as it was brought, he saw Sir Lancelot's arms thereon, and cried, "Alas! Now I am heavier of heart than ever yet." "Wherefore?" said fair Elaine. "Fair damsel," answered he, "know ye not that the knight ye love is of all knights the noblest in the world, Sir Lancelot du Lake? With all my heart I pray ye many have joy of each other, but hardly dare I think that ye shall see him in this world again, for he is so sore wounded, he may scarcely live, and is gone out of sight, where none can find him." It is quite alright. I was merely taken aback. I am, in truth, accustomed to such interruptions, as advertisements on YouTube oft do similar fashion. Okay, that's not too bad then. That's good. Then was Elaine nigh mad with grief and sorrow, and with piteous words she prayed her father that she might go seek Sir Lancelot and her brother. So, in the end, her father gave her leave, and she departed. And on the morrow came Sir Gawain to the court, and told how he had found Sir Lancelot's shield in Elaine's keeping, and how it was her sleeve which he had worn. Whereat all marvelled, for Sir Lancelot had done for her more than he had for any other woman. And now Gawain, not Gawain, Guinevere knows about it. The drama. But when Queen Guinevere heard it, she was beside herself with wrath, and sending privately for Sir Bors, who sorrowed sorely that through him Sir Lancelot had been hurt. Have ye now heard, said she, how falsely Sir Lancelot hath betrayed me? I beseech thee, madam, speak not so, for else I may not hear thee. I shall not call him traitor, cried she, who hath worn another lady's token at jousting. That's the absolute betrayal. Be sure he did it, madam, for no ill intent, replied Sir Bors, doing his best to be the best wingman, but that he might be better hidden, for never did he in that wise before. Now shame on him, and thee who wouldest help him, cried the queen. Madam, say what ye will, he said, but I must haste to seek him, and God send me soon good tidings of him. So with that he departed to find Sir Lancelot. Now Elaine had ridden with full haste from Astolat to come to Camelot, and there she sought throughout the country for any news of Lancelot. And so it chanced that Sir Lavaine was riding near the hermitage to exercise his horse, and when she saw him, she ran up and cried aloud, How doth my lord Sir Lancelot fare? I don't care about you, brother, who disappeared along with Sir Lancelot. Tell me how the hot man is. I love this. So silly. He's so silly. So she told him how Sir Gawain had lodged with Sir Bernard, and knew of Sir Lancelot's shield. Then prayed she to see his lord forthwith. And when she came to the hermitage and found him lying there, sore sick and bleeding, she swooned for sorrow. Anon she revived. Sir Lancelot kissed her and said, Fair maiden, I pray ye take comfort, for, by God's grace, I shall be shortly whole of this wound. And if ye be come to tend me, I am heartily bounden to your great kindness. They just got him high as fuck. They did. Yet was he sore vexed to hear Sir Gawain had discovered him, for he knew Queen Guinevere would be full wrath because of the red sleeve. Yeah. Oh, Lancelot. So Elaine rested in the hermitage, and ever night and day she watched and waited on Sir Lancelot, and would let none other tend him. And as she saw him more, the more she set her love upon him, and could by no means withdraw it. Then said Sir Lancelot to Sir Lavaine, I pray thee set some to watch for the good knight Sir Bors, for as he hurt me, so will he surely seek for me. Now Sir Bors by this time had come to Camelot, and was seeking for Sir Lancelot everywhere. So Sir Lavaine soon found him, and brought him to the hermitage. And when he saw Sir Lancelot pale and feeble, he wept for pity and sorrow that he had given him that grievous wound. God send thee right speedy cure, dear lord, said he, for I am of all men most unhappy to have wounded thee, who art our leader, and the most noblest knight in all the world. Fair cousin, said Sir Lancelot, be comforted, for I have but gained what I sought, and it was through pride that I was hurt. For had I warned ye of my coming, it had not been. Wherefore let us speak of other things. So they talked long together, and Sir Bors told him of the queen's anger. Then he asked Sir Lancelot, Was it from this maid who tendeth you so lovingly ye had the token? Yea, said Sir Lancelot. And would I could persuade her to withdraw her love from me. Why should ye do so? Said Sir Bors, for she is passing fair and loving. I would to heaven ye could love her. That may not be, because I love a queen, replied he, but it repenteth me in sooth to grieve her. Then they talked of other matters, and of the great jousting, All Hallowtide next coming, between King Arthur and the King of North Wales. Abide with me till then, said Sir Lancelot, for by that time I trust to be whole again, and we will go together. So Elaine daily and nightly tending him, with a month he felt so strong he deemed himself full cured. Then, on a day, when Sir Bors and Sir Lavaine were from the hermitage, a knight, and the knight hermit also was gone forth, Sir Lancelot prayed Elaine to bring him some herbs from the forest. When she was gone, he rose and made himself haste to arm himself, and try if he were whole enough to joust, and mounted his horse, which was fresh with lack of labour for so long a time. But when he set his spear in rest and tried his armour, the horse bounded and leapt beneath him, so that Sir Lancelot strained to keep him back, and therewith his wound, which was not wholly healed, burst forth again, and with a mighty groan he sank down swooning to the ground. You idiot! But I kind of get it. I had some surgery once, and it was kind of major at the time. I'm good now, for the record. But I remember, like, coming home, and then, like, I went to sleep, and I woke up, and the next day I was like, everything's fine, right? I'm just gonna go about my day. And my fiancé was like, get back to bed. Go to bed. Luckily, I didn't open any wounds, but still. I get the impatient vibe, that much is for sure. At that came fair Elaine, and wept and piously moaned to see him lying so. And when Sir Bors and Sir Lavaine came back, she called them traitors to let him rise, or to know any rumour of the tournament. Anon the hermit returned, and was wroth to see Sir Lancelot risen, but within a while he recovered him from his swoon, and staunched the wound. Then Sir Lancelot told him how he had risen of his own will to essay his strength for the tournament. But the hermit bade him rest, and let Sir Bors go alone, for else would he sorely peril his life. And Elaine with tears prayed him in the same wise, so that Sir Lancelot in the end consented. Stay in bed, pretty please, don't die. So Sir Bors departed to the tournament, and there he did such feats of arms that the prize was given between him and Sir Gawaine, who did like valiantly. And when all was over, he came back and told Sir Lancelot, and found him so nigh well that he could rise and walk. And within a while thereafter he departed from the hermitage, and went with Sir Bors, Sir Lavaine, and fair Elaine to Astolat, where Sir Bernard joyfully received them. Oh yeah, 'cause this boy hasn't been home for a little while. But after they had lodged there a few days, Sir Lancelot and Sir Bors must needs depart and return to King Arthur's court. The kingy is probably a wee bit worried. And, oh god, that means they have to face Guinevere's wrath. Good luck, fellas, you'll need it. So when Elaine knew Sir Lancelot must go, she came to him and said, Have mercy on me, fair knight, and let me not die for your love. Then said Sir Lancelot, very sad at heart, Fair maid, what would ye that I should do for you, if I may not be your wife, dear lord? She answered, I must die. She's crazy! She's crazy! Get over it, love! He never liked you! He never said he liked you. He just took your sleeve so that he could be, like, invisible. Alas, said he, I pray heaven that may not be, for in sooth I may not be your husband, but fain would I show ye what thankfulness I can for all your love and kindness to me. And ever will I be your knight, fair maiden, and if it chance that ye shall ever wed some noble knight, right heartily will I give ye such a dower as half my lands will bring. Alas, what shall that aid me? Answered she, for I must die. And therewith she fell to the earth in a deep swoon. Oh my god, what? I'm going to die now. She's like that one love interest in every anime who clearly had no chance but latches onto the protagonist anyway and just exists to make the real love interest jealous. She is exactly that. It's a tale as old as time. Except rather than, you know, just going home and crying about it, she's like, I'm going to die now. Then was Sir Lancelot passing heavy of heart, and said to Sir Bernard and Sir Lavaine, what shall I do for her? Alas, said Sir Bernard, I know well that she will die for your sake. And Sir Lavaine said, I marvel not that she so sorely mourneth your departure, for truly I do as she doth. And since I once have seen you, lord, I cannot leave you. So apparently the brother's into him as well. What is going on? What is going on? So anon, with a full sorrowful heart, Sir Lancelot took his leave, and Sir Lavaine rode with him to court. And King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table joyed greatly to see him whole of his wound. But Sir Guinevere, but Queen Guinevere, not Sir Guinevere, was sorely wroth, and neither spake with him nor greeted him. Now, when Sir Lancelot had departed, and the maid of Astolat could neither eat nor drink nor sleep for sorrow, and having thus endured 10 days, she felt within herself that she must die. Then she sent for a holy man, and was shriven and received the sacrament. But when he told her she must leave her earthly thoughts, she answered, Am I not an earthly woman? What sin is it to love the noblest knight in all the world? And by my truth, I am not able to withstand the love, wherefore I die. Wherefore I pray that the highest Father of heaven to have mercy on my soul. Then she besought Sir Bernard to indite a letter that she should devise, and said, When I am dead, put this within my hand, and dress me in my fairest clothes, and lay me in a barge covered with thick samite, and sheer it down the river till it reach the court. Thus, Father, I beseech thee, let it be. Oh my, Papa, I'm going to die, and I want you to put me in a boat. Then, full of grief, he promised her it should be so, and anon she died. I love that as a sentence. Next time something happens in another game, I'm gonna be like, and anon she died. And all the household made bitter lamentation over her. Then did they as she desired, and laid her body richly dressed upon a bed within the barge, and a trusty servant steered it down the river toward the court. Now King Arthur and Queen Guinevere sat at a window of the palace, and saw the barge come floating with the tide, and marvelled what was laid therein, and sent a messenger to see who, soon returning, prayed them to come forth. When they came to the shore, they marvelled greatly, and the king asked of the serving men who steered the barge what this might mean, but he made signs that he was dumb. He was just a servant boy, have no words, okay? And pointed to the letter in the damsel's hands. So King Arthur took the letter from the hand of the corpse, and found thereon written to the noble knight, Sir Lancelot de Lake. Anon they placed her in a speedboat, revved the motor, and sent her towards yon ramp, where it made a magnificent jump, and burst into flames, tens all round. I frequently make signs that I am dumb. I think this means it was a deaf person, to be completely honest. Or like a mute person or a deaf person or something like that. Because if they're making signs and stuff, it's because they're trying to like communicate without speaking. Then was Sir Lancelot sent for, and the letter read aloud by a clerk. And thus it was written: Most noble knight, my lord Sir Lancelot, now hath death for ever parted us. I, whom men called the Maid of Astolat, set my love upon you, and have died for your sake. This is my last request. I pray that ye pray for my soul, and give me burial. Grant me this, Sir Lancelot, as thou art a peerless knight. What a selfish batch. I'm gonna die for this man and then I'm gonna make him bury me. I'm pretty non-verbal, IRL, so maybe that too. Maybe non-verbal, that's true. Whichever makes you throw hands rather than throw words. Throw hands peacefully. At these words, the queen and all the knights wept sore for pity. Then said Sir Lancelot, My lord, I am right heavy for the death of this fair maiden, fair damsel, and God knoweth that right unwillingly I caused it. For she was good as she was fair, and much was I beholden to her. But she loved me beyond measure, and asked me that I could not give her. Ye might have shown her gentleness enough to save her life, answered the queen. No. Gwenny, we don't victim blame, Gwenny. Madame, said he, she would be but repaid by the taking, she would but be repaid by my taking her to wife, and that I could not grant her, for love cometh of the heart, not by constraint. And that is true, said the king, for love is free. Hello, Benjamin. I see we're not running today, but I can't tell if we're melting marshmallows or burning witches. I'm okay. It's just a big old bonfire. There's like a little festival going on. I've got a pub in front of me. I'll show you around in a bit. I pray you, said Sir Lancelot, let me now grant her her last asking, to be buried by me. So, on the morrow, he caused her body to be buried richly and solemnly, and ordained masses for her soul, and made great sorrow over her. Then the queen sent for Sir Lancelot, and prayed his pardon for her wrath against him without cause. This is not the first time it hath been so, answered he. Yet must I ever be with ye. Yet must I ever bear with ye, and so do I now forgive you. It's not the first time you've been like this, Gwen, but I forgive you. Cancelling my sub to Guinevere is only fans right now. Can't believe Guinevere is victim blaming. I know, right? So Queen Guinevere and Sir Lancelot were made friends again, but anon such favour did she show him, as in the end brought many evils on them both and all the realm. 'Cause we all know what happened, the famous story. I feel like this may be the last chapter. Should we take a short break and have a look around this little VR world? Let me just... Maybe if I make this a little smaller. Let's stick it down here for now. Little small chapter thing, doo-da, doo-da. Little small chapter thing, all the doo-da day. We'll make it long. Yeah! Right, let's have a look around. Foreshadowing, truly literature advice. Hello, welcome. Let me just swap up the camera so it'll follow me. Okay, let me stand up. Oh. Maybe I'll crouch. Hi down here. Let's just crawl around really creepy like. So, this is a very cute area. Look at this. We have little festival stalls. I was sitting at one of those tables. That's the thing there. You know what? You know what? You know what? I thought I saw someone for a minute there. But I'm imagining things. We got a target practice. I am in a private world, aren't I? I haven't been in a public world this whole time, have I? Yeah, I'm in a private world. It's fine. For now, I'm just floating. So we got like a little archery range. It's like a whole little thing. Whee! Let's go over here. Got some fishies. Fishies. Got meat. Oh, sorry. And then we have a stage. I can go up to the stage. I should set this up. Maybe we should do the last bit on the stage. Stand up. Maybe we should be here and then like looking at the stage. Let me set it up. Let's have a bit of fun. 8 minutes. Not that way. That way. That way. Not that way. Am I right? No, where's the flip button? Oh well, I guess we'll do it the manual way. Hello. But look, it's a stage. You stay there. Da 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 da! Hi! Hello down there. Maybe. Oh, I didn't mean to jump. Up, up, up. Yeah! Okay. Now I need to reset where things are, because that's not in a good position at all, at all. Do this here, I guess. And I'm here. Hello! I feel so small up here. I don't feel like I'm taking up enough of the screen. But I mean, I guess if I'm standing, we can... It's such a great act. Or standing awkwardly. And henshin! I said... Henshin! Yay! I do feel so far away. Maybe we should zoom in a little bit. But now it's up there. Hello! You're too high up. Nope, nope. I'm showing off things I shouldn't show that. Nope. You just saw nothing. It's fine. But now I don't want to look that high up anymore. Brightest one woman show. Have you heard of The Reading? Hey! But now we like can't see the stage. Should I go here and then like move back on the stage and be like, ta-da! I think this is good. This is our new reading position now. Sonic monologues. Oh my god. Don't get me started. Do not. I finished listening to the Chaotix podcast today, and it was so good. So if you head up, we're absolutely started. The 1 second. Let me just do something very quick. This is unnecessary right now. I need to tell you about Sonic things. So, recently Sonic has put out a podcast called the Chaotix Case Files. It's been about Vector, Charmy, and Espio, the Team Chaotix, and their detective agency, and how that and a case they've taken on. And Vector was narrating it from inside a prison cell. So it starts off with Vector like talking in his bathroom and narrating stuff like a noir PI, but he's actually just in his bathroom, and everyone could hear him narrate the whole time. The narration is diegetic the whole last time. Which is just funny. And also, if you play Genshin Impact, you'll never guess which Genshin Impact voice actor Vector the Crocodile shares his voice actor with. I'll give you a hint. It begins with Z. I wish I could be as passionate about something as Brian is about Sonic. I say surrounded by literally thousands. You are! I say everyone has something. Not everyone has something. I think everyone has something they're passionate about, but it's maybe not the same level as this. But yeah, so and then we flash forward and we have Vector in a prison cell in an Eggman base with Sonic, and they're trying to stall for time so that someone can come rescue them. So Vector starts talking about the narrating the case files. And that's the sort of framework for the episodes, and it's really good. There was one episode where they went to go see Vanilla, which is Vanilla the rabbit. So those who aren't familiar, we've got Cream the rabbit, who's a little girl with a little chow friend, and she's a good girl. And then we've got her mum Vanilla, and Vector really likes Vanilla. He wants to date Vanilla. And so when she came into it and they had like a nice little moment, and he was like, we totally like hit it off, and Sonic and Eggman interrupted him and went, no, that is not what happened. And then he said that Vanilla said something, Sonic was like, Vanilla doesn't talk like that. And I think that's really cool because it's teaching the kids about unreliable narrators. He likes the rabbit mummy. Sounds like the average Howell I found. Correct. Also, hello universe, welcome. I wish I could just talk about things the way Brian talks about Sonic. I say, knowing the only thing guaranteed to make me start talking and not shut up as someone asking me about me. It's the way of the world. You should start a podcast, Normal Size Phantom. I think people would find that very fascinating. For you to talk about movies. But anyway, yes. I don't want to say anything more. I want to say one more thing. And I promise we'll go back. I promise we'll go back to kick off the stories. 2 characters in the Sonic podcast were from the comic book. We're from the IDW comic books, Tangle and Whisper. Tangle the lemur and Whisper the wolf. And they have never had voices before. They're actually in the Sonic Racing game too, but they didn't give them voices in it. So this podcast was the very first time we got to hear Tangle and Whisper's voices, which was amazing. And they had very good voices. 10 out of 10 to those voice actresses. They did a really good job. And I think, thank you for coming to my Sonic TED Talk. We'll go back to talking about King Arthur again now. I hope, for one, I hope Phantom and Brian never start talking about Sonic Face. The Sonic teaser! Don't! I'm so excited about the Sonic 4. The specific genre of grasp someone does when they say they don't want to talk about something, then remember there's something they really want to talk about. I really want to talk about the Sonic teaser. It's not that exciting, I will not lie. There's nothing really nothing new in that Sonic 4 teaser. Except the music. You can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's Sonic Boom. It's Sonic Boom from Sonic CD, which everyone knew that it was taking after Sonic CD anyway. So Sonic CD was Amy's first game. Amy and Metal Sonic's first game, technically, and did have time travel as a thing. So we're gonna get time travel in the next Sonic movie. And that's how we're gonna get Dr. Eggman back. Because we need Jim Carrey back in our lives. Because he's the best thing. I'm just so glad he got hired for Eggman. I really wasn't sure with the first movie. And then he just embraced it. And then it's just... good shit. So excited. Bring on the more movies. I also keep seeing a lot of kids around when I'm out. With like Sonic shirts and stuff like that, and I'm like, good, keep the fandom alive, child. The next generation knows. They know. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Best Brady voice. Just the I know. I don't willingly interact with children. I just see them around. They do in fact exist. I suppose that there's sometimes kids in my chat too. They are welcome, I guess. Put up with them. Nah, for me it's like whenever indie horror film is coming up, like it's like obsession, like it's yeah. I think we're through. I think I've talked about everything I want to talk about. Shall we proceed with what this stream was actually meant to be? let me get it back up again. There we go. Let me make it bigger again. We don't have that long, to be fair, so we'll get into this. How long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The end. Oh. So we only have to get to 93%, so we're going to finish this next stream. I'm not sure we will today, but next stream, most certainly. I think Galahad. There's lots of G's. I thought I saw Galahad's name. I was like, wait a cotton picking minute. Galahad's dead. He didn't last long, did he? God's special little boy. He came around. He got some special tools. Found the Holy Grail. And fucked off again. My job here is done. Oh wait, I can do an impression of this. My job here is done. Weep. Oh, I shouldn't have done this in a skirt. Oh well. No, I don't want to go into the ground. I need to reset this. There we go. Stand. There we go. Perfect. 93% finished. My maths must be wrong. Well, it's because a lot of the rest of it is like stuff. It's fluff at the end. If we go to 93%, I'm totally not. We've got the end there, and then we've just got a lot of like Project Gutenberg licensing stuff. To be like, hey, don't be going to publish this. Like, by all means read it, but don't go publish it. Brady tried to send to have the piece meant up. I think I'd like to like a nice in between in purgatory. Thank you very much. Let's just go to the nothing realm. That sounds great. Shall we get 10 minutes of booking? Within a while thereafter, a jousting at the court, wherein Sir Lancelot won the prize, And two of those he smote down were Sir Agravain, the brother of Sir Gawain, and Sir Mordred, his false brother. King Arthur... What? His false brother? What's that supposed to mean? Sonic fans don't get a choice. That's in the Bible. It's true. It's very true. King Arthur's son by Bellicent. Oh, I see. And because of his victory, they hated Sir Lancelot and sought how they might injure him. Guys, come on! Sir Lancelot is the bestest and most honourable knightest in all the goddamn world. Why would you hate him? He's the bestest and most honourable knightest in the whole goddamn worldest. So, on a night when King Arthur was hunting in the forest, and the Queen sent for Sir Lancelot to her chamber, the two espied him, thinking now to make a scandal and a quarrel between Lancelot and the king. They found 12 others, and said Sir Lancelot was ever now in the Queen's chamber, and the king was dishonoured. Then all armed, they came suddenly around the Queen's door, and cried, "Traitor! Art thou taken?" "Ma'am, we be betrayed," said Sir Lancelot. "Yet shall my life cost these men dear." When did the Queen weep sore, and dismissally she cried, "Alas, there is no armour here whereby ye might withstand so many. Wherefore ye will be slain, and I be burned for the dread crime they will charge me." But while she spake, the shouting of the knights was heard without. "Traitor! Come forth now! Thou art snared!" Come on, Gawainy Poo. We thought you were getting better, Gawainy Poo. I blame Mordred. I think Mordred is a bad influence. Gawain was learning. Gawain was being a better knight, but no. Mordred is a bad influence. "Better were 20 deaths at once than this vile outcry," said Sir Lancelot. Then he kissed her and said, "Most noble lady, I beseech thee, as I have ever been your own true knight, take courage. Pray for my soul, if I be now slain. Trust my faithful friends, Sir Bors and Sir Lavaine, to save you from the fire." But ever bitterly she wept and moaned and cried, "Would God that they would take and slay me, and that thou couldst escape." "That shall never be," said he. And wrapping his mantle round his arm, he unbarred the door, a space little, and that but one could enter. Then first rushed in Sir Chalaunce, a full strong knight, and lifted up his sword to smite Sir Lancelot. But lightly he avoided him, and struck Sir Chalaunce with his hand, with such a sore buffet on the head, as he fell him dead on the floor. Then Sir Lancelot pulled in his body, and barred the door again, and dressed himself in his armour, and took his drawn sword in hand. But still the knights cried mightily without the door, "Traitor! Come forth!" "Be silent and depart," replied Sir Lancelot, "for be ye sure ye will not take me, and tomorrow will I meet ye face to face before the king." "Ye shall have no such grace," they cried, "but we shall slay thee, or take thee as we wilst. Then save yourselves who may." He thundered, and therewithin suddenly unbarred the door, and rushed forth at them. And at the first blow he slew Sir Agravain. Oh, that's one of Galahad's brothers. Yay! And after him 12 other knights, with 12 more mighty buffets, and none of all escaped him save Sir Mordred, who, sorely wounded, fled away for life. Now returned he to the Queen, and said, "Now, madam, I will depart, and if ye be in any danger, I pray ye come to me. Surely will I stay here, for I am queen. She answered, Yet, if tomorrow any harm come to me, I trust for thee for rescue. Have ye no doubt of me, said he, for ever while I live, I am your own true knight. Traitor! Therewith he took his leave, and went and told Sir Bors and all his kindred of his adventure. We will be with thee in this quarrel, said all I malfunction. Will be with thee in this quarrel, said they all, and if the queen be sentenced to the fire, we certainly will save her. Meanwhile Sir Mordred, in great fear and pain, fled the court, and rode until he found King Arthur, and told him all that had befallen. But the king would scarce believe him, till he came and saw the bodies of Sir Agravaine and the other knights. Then felt he in himself that all was true, and with his passing grief in his heart nigh broke. Alas, he cried, now is the fellowship of the Round Table for ever broken. Oh, woe is me! I may not with my honour spare my queen. Anon it was ordained that Queen Guinevere should be burnt to death, because she had dishonoured King Arthur. But when Sir Gawain heard thereof, he came before the king and said, My lord, I counsel thee be not too hasty in this matter, but stay the judgment of the queen a season, for it may well be that Sir Lancelot was in her chamber for no evil, seeing she is greatly beholden to him for so many deeds done for her sake, and peradventure she had sent him to thank him, and did secretly that she might avoid slander. But King Arthur answered, full of grief, Alas, I may not help her. She is judged as any other woman. Then he required Sir Gawain and his brethren, Sir Gaheris and Sir Gareth, to be ready to bear the queen tomorrow to the place of execution. Nay, noble lord, replied Sir Gawain, that I can never do, for neither will my heart suffer to see the queen die, nor shall men ever say I was of your counsel in this matter. Then said his brothers, Ye may command us to be there, but since it is against our will, we will be without arms, and we may do no battle against her. So on the morrow, Queen Guinevere led forth to die by fire. A mighty crowd was there of knights and nobles, armed and unarmed, and all the lords and ladies wept sore at the piteous sight. Then she was shriven past a priest, and the men came nigh to bind her to the stake and light a fire. At that Sir Lancelot's spies rode hastily and told him and his kindred, who lay hidden in a wood hard by. And suddenly with 20 knights he rushed into the midst of all the throng to rescue her. But certain of King Arthur's knights rose up and fought with them, and there was a full great battle and confusion, and Sir Lancelot drave fiercely here and there among the press, and smote on every side, at every blow struck down a knight, so that many were slain by him and his fellows. Then was the queen set free, and caught up on Sir Lancelot's saddle, and fled away with him and all his company to Castle La Joyeuse Grande. The medieval couldn't chat, we might be good. Yes, correct. And I think with that epic rescue, we may have to leave it there. Oh, today. Let me get close again. But now I'm too low. Low. I am short. Maybe a little short. Just a tad short, you know. It's no problem. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming to today's stream. Thank you everyone in chat. Thank you anyone lurking. Thank you anyone watching the VOD. I really appreciate you coming, no matter which way you decided to watch, and hope you enjoyed it. If you have not already, I'd also highly appreciate it if you could leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And I like twirling in here. It's fun. Then go to Twitch. Find me on Twitch. Like me there. Not like. Follow me there. That would be wonderful. Join the Discord. The Discord's great. And audiobooks out soon. If you did enjoy me reading, go to 100 American Bison. Oh, heck yeah, that's so many bison. If you enjoyed me reading and you would like to listen to more, you should go to Audible, because in the next 2 weeks or so, there will be a new audiobook voiced by me without all these silly mistakes. And I had a lot of good time reading it, so you should go check it out. Please buy, please review. That would be lovely. But until then, I will be back tomorrow with more Heartbreaking Time. I mean Stars and Time. Yay. Apparently I'm going to be locked out of an ending soon. But I don't know if I'm okay with that. That's Monday's briny issue to discuss. Sunny left a big comment on my last VOD about some stuff that I should look at. So we should do that. But for now, I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Briny Roy Smith, live in the Forbidden Library. Goodbye, Brionicles! Bye.